Every president hires a new staff.
Oh, if I knew it was going to be such a headache, I mean, believe me.
The old staff leaves and the new one just comes in.
What did I need this for? I mean, you, sure. I want to be president too if I were just some professor living in Chicago.
You're gonna have to listen to me on this.
Oh, but I had a good life, a fabulous life.
This job is about more than just hiring a new White House staff.
Never expected to win this thing.
And a lot of the things you said indicate that you aren't up to speed.
But I'm a winner. I always win. It's really a curse. I'm so great.
Let's start with NATO.
What?
NATO.
Oh, sure.
You do know what that is, right?
Of course I know what NATO is. Okay, I didn't spend my entire life studying this junk like you did, but I know what NATO is, believe me.
Well, then you know you can't just go around saying that you're not going to protect NATO countries unless they pay us.
Sure I can.
No, you can't.
I can say whatever I want.
If Russia doubts that we're going to protect Eastern Europe, then they're going to advance.
Okay, a bunch of countries I've never even heard of that don't pay me. Putin can have them, believe me, can have them.
We don't care about getting money from Estonia.
It's their fault because they don't pay.
NATO isn't about getting pocket change from Estonia.
Look, you don't do something for nothing, okay? A man who does something for nothing is a woman.
The goal of NATO is stopping Russia.
Oh, I'll stop Russia. Believe me, I'll stop Russia.
Now, if we let Putin get control of the Baltic states, he becomes more empowered.
A man with my temperament, I know how to talk to Putin. Believe me, I know how to talk to Putin.
Geopolitics are about more than just personal relationships, if you would.
I will look Putin in the eye, and he will know that he is dealing with someone very, very strong.
You have to have procedures in place, policies and strategies.
And I'll tell you something else, is that I have very big, big balls.
Vladimir Putin is not someone that you're going to be able to intimidate on a personal level. This is something you need to understand.
Heavy balls that hang very, very low and then swing. Beautiful.
I'm going to need you to focus here, all right?
Here, let me show you.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
They're like grapefruits. Amazing.
Okay, wow. Wow, this is going to be much worse than I thought.
Okay. Sit down.
Excuse me?
I'm not really going to whip out my balls. I'm not actually crazy.
I never said you were.
Yes, you did.
Not crazy exactly.
Stupid.
That's closer.
Not stupid. Not crazy.
Then what is all of this about?
Despite what you may think.
Are you angling for some type of apology or something?
What do you think this election was?
A total debacle.
A business opportunity.
Well, for someone like you, that's fairly obvious.
At first, I was running just to promote the brand. But then, the polls started coming in, and I was doing very well. Very, very well.
I'm familiar with the course of the election.
And then there was this moment where I said, I can win. I mean, do I even want to win?
Are we approaching a point somewhere?
In every business proposition, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it?
That's how business propositions work.
I mean, what do I get out of the presidency?
You get to be the president. That's what you get out of the presidency.
Now that it hit me. If I become president, I mean actually become president, in reality, which is life, I could become very, very, very rich.
You do realize you're saying all of this out loud.
People, everyone, all over the world would like to do business with Trump because Trump would control the power.
What you're talking about, we literally have systems in place to avoid that.
Systems.
Yes. Well, it is unlikely that the Republicans will vote to impeach, but we still have free press. The public opinion, the international scoring alone.
That's where you come in, Barry.
Excuse me? Barry.
I want to make a deal.
This meeting is supposed to be about me briefing you on the responsibilities of this office.
You're gonna love this deal. This is a deal you're gonna love.
This is not a television show.
You're gonna love this deal.
I'm trying to teach you how to be president.
In exchange for your very public and very positive support, I will let the Muslims stay, okay? I will let the Mexicans stay, and I will be very, very fair to the women and the gays.
Come again.
But I am going to need your support, glowing support, all right? When the press starts looking into my deals.
Do you think...
Hold on, especially when the press starts looking into my deals, I'm going to need you to smile from ear to ear.
Do you think that I'm going to support you while you're under investigation for corruption?
I know you are.
You don't know me very well.
I know you don't want to see Muslims rounded up into internment camps.
You couldn't do that.
I know you don't want immigration and customs carting off your little dreamers across the Rio Grande.
That's not going to happen either.
I know you don't want women stinking gun hangers up their pussies.
You are trying to hold the American people for ransom.
Obamacare. Torn to shreds, not one little piece of it left. Your whole presidency reduced to nothing, to nonsense.
You cannot deliver on any of those things.
Oh, you mean like I couldn't deliver on winning the nomination? Or on defeating crooked Hillary? Or on kicking you out of your own house?
You didn't kick me. There is a large difference between winning an election and actually governing. In between getting elected and actually achieving things.
For you, maybe, because you didn't achieve anything. But I do things. And when people say I can't do things, I do even more things.
The deportation task force would take tens of billions of dollars alone. The same goes for the Muslim internment, which neither of those would happen, by the way.
Oh, I think it's time we stop playing the would never happen game.
As for Obamacare and the Supreme Court, well, let's just see how the American people feel when you take away their insurance. When you tell women they no longer can have abortions. Or how about when you tell those couples that they're no longer married?
Oh, you mean people would be angry? Oh, no, so sad, such a terrible thing.
It's not a joke.
Can I pull this off? Maybe yes, maybe no. But whatever happens, I am going to do some not very nice things to people you say you care about.
I do care about them.
Then take the deal.
Which is?
You become my surrogate. You tell the press to get off my back. Okay? You smile and tell everyone we're on the same team.
Absolutely not.
In return, I do basically none of the stuff I said I would.
None.
I appoint a moderator to the Supreme Court. I back off from the Mexican stuff, the Muslim stuff, the trade wars.
And you knock off your language about the African Americans.
What have I been saying about African Americans?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, all right, I'll knock it off.
And I'm not going to tell everyone that we're on the same team.
I'll even leave Obamacare alone.
I
won't even touch it.
am absolutely not going to defend you.
Maybe not defend, but you tell everyone to keep an open mind.
And for this, you're willing to literally walk away from everything you ran.
In 8 years, I'll be like Rockefeller. But in today's money, a Rockefeller for today.
And that's your goal, to finally become a real billionaire?
There are billionaires, and then there are billionaires, okay? Yeah, some have 1 or 2 billions, and very few have many billions, but only like 3 or 4 have many tens of billions.
Come again.
I am going to become one of those 3 or 4, maybe even the first, ranked at least in the top 7, that I can tell you.
You can't honestly tell me that you expect to be able to amass that type of wealth while serving as the President of the United States?
I like to think bigly. maybe too bigly, but you know, I don't really think you can think too bigly. Not really.
We're meeting once a week.
What?
Once a week, we meet for 2 hours so that I can teach you how to do this job.
I love it.
You do?
I am going to look like an incredible statesman meeting with you, who is totally defeated, but who is really well liked somehow by the people I don't know.
But I wasn't defeated.
People are going to trust me even more. Maybe even love me. You know, like a father who is feared and loved and who comes home late at night.
You're gonna have to listen to me during these talks, you know that, right?
Oh, listen, I will pay very close attention to the word that you say.
And I'm absolutely not telling anyone that we're on the same team.
I think you do say that. I actually think you do.
You are not dictating terms here.
I am going to become the President of the United States of America.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh, come on, Barack, Mr. President. It's not so bad, really. And believe me, things could get so much worse.
I suppose theoretically that is true.
Like Gary Johnson said, we are all going to one day fly into the sun. So incredibly hot. And no one, and this is a fact, no one will survive. But right now, the sun is wherever the hell it is. And we are where we are. And believe me when I tell you this, we are going to go on with our day, and we are going to forget all about the sun.